Big news for Chipotle, big news for Under Armour stock today. Talking about these two stocks in this video, so stay tuned. What's going on, guys? So today we're looking at two different stocks in two different industries. Now, both of these stocks are having good days. Under Armour's had good earnings. Chipotle just had big news that they're having a new CEO, replacing the current CEO with a new CEO, which is pretty big news. So you're taking the CEO from Taco Bell and moving him over to Chipotle, because the CEO of Taco Bell is the same CEO who helped and kind of turn around their image and also improve their profits. So a lot of people are excited with the news. Chipotle is having a new CEO. Obviously, Chipotle has been getting crushed. So you can see the Chipotle chart. I mean, I feel like Chipotle was like the darling of the stock market. A lot of people had a lot of high hopes for Chipotle. It was like this cult thing where everybody wanted to be a part of it. It went crazy. 2014, you can see, got all the way up here to almost $800, $750 area. Chipotle was on a tear. It was like, what is going on? And ever since then, Chipotle has been getting crushed. They've been having problems with their earnings. They've been having problems with the news. They had problems with the E. coli. I think the big issue is that they grew really fast. Their stores, their restaurants are poorly managed. You got a lot of young people working in these restaurants that don't really know what they're doing, that are poor. You got a lot of people that are working in the restaurants that are poorly managed. I go to Chipotle a lot. I'm a huge fan of Chipotle, the food. But I'm not a fan of how the stores are ran or how the company is working. Something is just wrong there. They're coming out with stuff. They're working on things. They're supposedly, this new queso thing. The queso was terrible. They thought the queso was going to be a huge mover in terms of earnings and really boost their bottom line. And queso, I think it was a total flop because nobody buys a queso because it's like $5 to buy a little cup of queso at Chipotle. So it's not worth it. So a lot of people are excited taking the CEO of Taco Bell, moving him to Chipotle. I mean, Taco Bell makes money. They're everywhere. It's Taco Bell, Taco Bell. Everybody knows about Taco Bell. Taco Bell's been trying to reinvent themselves with kind of a fresher, more healthy look. So you have like Chipotle, which is like the higher end, $10 area compared to Taco Bell, which is like $2 or $3. So it'll be interesting to see how the CEO of Taco Bell can help influence Chipotle and maybe turn the company around. And I'm honestly thinking about buying here long-term on Chipotle because of this news. I'm not going to buy today because the stock is up like 10% right after hours from 250 up there to 270. I think a lot of that is short covering. Look at this thing. Just, shorts getting stopped out. Shorts that have been holding this maybe for the last couple days or just in general. You can see it broke above this kind of resistance there at the 260, 259 area and then just rocketed up there to 280, all because of a new CEO. So a new CEO comes along, stock goes up 12%, big major deal, but I'm not sure that you can really warrant this type of move to just a new CEO. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe this will pull back some. It'll be give me an opportunity to buy. I'm thinking after this news, I might go long here on Chipotle and hold it for a while. It might take a couple quarters before the CEO can start implementing new rules and kind of, moving the company into a different direction, if that's what he's going to do. So it'll be interesting to see what the CEO has to say here. And overall, I think buying Chipotle here at this price might not be a bad idea. So you can see Chipotle bouncing off that 250 area, kind of that support, 250 area. I'm thinking if I can get in near 250, I feel pretty good about holding this one for a little bit for a possible move back up to, $350, $400 area. We'll see what happens. Chipotle, I'm going to keep a close eye on this stock for a possible kind of reversal here for the idea that Chipotle might have some upside at this point, seeing they have the new CEO and there's stuff going on. That's the big thing really when it comes down to it, is finding these stocks that have news, that have momentum. A new CEO is big news. Is it enough to really move the stock back to all-time highs? I'm not sure about that because it looks like people are kind of just burnt out on Chipotle. I went to Chipotle yesterday and the line was out the door. I mean, it's still packed. It's not like they're not making money. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Chipotle these next couple of days. Now, looking at Under Armour. Let's look at Under Armour really quick. I talked about Under Armour pre-market, what was going on here. So I think this is kind of the similar situation as what happened with Snapchat last week. So Under Armour has been severely shorted. People have been expecting Under Armour just to crash. It's retail. It's just, sporting goods, stuff like that. The market is oversaturated. It's a very competitive market. You got Nike, you got Adidas, you got all these other companies. So Under Armour really taking a hit here. But I think that a lot of this move today was really just a lot of short covering. You're going to have shorts that saw all the earnings, like, hey, I'm going to get out of this position. You have shorts that shorted it before the earnings thing that would crash. So you got this big move from the $14 area today. High was at $17.10. So I think a lot of this move here on Under Armour was just short covering. Their fourth quarter, they basically broke even in terms of earnings. They made $1.4 billion in revenue. They lost $37 million operating loss. So you can see, even though they're making a ton of money, they're still spending a ton of money. So it'll be interesting to see. Their footwear category posted a 9% increase in revenue and a 6% increase in accessories and a 2% increase in apparel. These don't seem like a lot of numbers, but when you're talking about billions and billions of dollars, it's a lot of money. So Under Armour is working on turning their company around, trying to return value to the shareholders. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it from here. But like I said, I'm not sure I would be a buyer at the $17 area. And maybe if this can find some support and prove that this is not just shorts covering that popped this up to $17 area, it might be a buy from there. Overall, I'm not a huge fan of Under Armour. I'm not really into it, never really been into it. Don't really wear the clothes, stuff like that. So I'm not sure I would go long here at this point. But like I said, I think a lot of this move today was really just shorts covering. So if you're excited about Under Armour, you think that you might want to go and buy some Under Armour stock today, you might want to wait to see what happens if this is going to pull back. So we talked about it this morning, actually. It has a 200-day moving average there at the 1710 area. And that's kind of where it got stopped out today. If you look, it got up there the almost 17, yeah, perfectly. 1710, 200-day moving average, pulled back down there to 1620. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning. But keep an eye on Under Armour. Like I said, I'm not sure that I really want to jump in here at this point long, but I am interested in checking out Chipotle these next couple days and maybe building a position to go long here and hold for a couple months and see if Chipotle can come back. Cinderella of comebacks here, going from Taco Bell to Chipotle. I'm excited to see if this new CEO can really turn Chipotle back around. Like I said, I'm not sure it's going to ever get back to all-time highs, but maybe it might get back up there to the $400, $500 area. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Keep an eye on Chipotle. Keep an eye on Under Armour. 2 stocks moving around big today. A couple other stocks moving around as well. Keep an eye on this stock, a hot one. Also, keep an eye on this stock, ZN, Zion Oil and Gas, up from $2.25 this morning, up there to almost $5 after hours, up to $4.85. Big, massive move, moving higher and higher and higher, and moving up there to the $5 area. ZN, keep it on watch tomorrow morning. It might get hot. We'll see what happens. Tune in tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We'll be live on YouTube talking about what stocks are hot and kind of figuring out what stocks might short, what stocks might buy tomorrow morning. See you then.